All right, to talk more on Trump tariffs, let's get you a big voice joining us on the broadcast, Mr. Willem Buiter, who is an American-British economist, an independent economic advisor. He's been former chief economist at Citi as well. So you have an illustrious bio. Let me start by asking you about the deal that has been in the offing between India and the US. How soon do you think this could be struck?
Well, this is likely to take a while still. There's not just the original deal, the 26% reciprocal tariff that has to be renegotiated, which is supposed to be done by August 1st, and hopefully for India will be lower than that. Indonesia just got 19%, starting from 32%, so India ought to end up somewhere below that.
Okay.
But there are, of course, the further problems that BRIC nations, which includes India, are threatened with a 10% additional tariff. There is the 100% threat of the secondary tariffs because of India's purchases of Russian oil. And there's the...
Do you think that will actually come through, sir?
I think this something like that, a penalty of this kind, targeting Russia, but through its clients, including China, India, and Brazil, it is quite likely, yes, that something, not necessarily 100%, will be imposed. This is not just an idle threat. The US has changed its stance towards the Russia-Ukraine war, and it tries to impose heavy sanctions on Russia, both directly and indirectly, by, in a way, sanctioning its major export destinations, which includes India.
Okay, so you are saying that that is a possibility in terms of the tariffs that we just spoke about, or do you think these could just be hardline tactics? Donald Trump is known to have those hardline tactics, whether with the allies, whether with partners, with everybody.
Oh yes, you can never believe everything you hear from Mr. Trump, and even when he offers a deal, this is a deal only until he changes the deal. It's very difficult to get long-term credible commitments. But I do think that there will be sanctions on Russia through secondary tariffs on countries that purchase Russian oil, and also the pharma sector is a very sensitive one politically in the US, and while 200% is unlikely to be the final figure, I can see some protectionist measures for pharma being imposed in the US through higher tariffs than for commodities in general.
All right. Those may be potential deal breakers. In fact, Mr. Buiter, let's see how that actually unfolds, because some of that is actually no-go areas for India as well. I'm going to leave it there, sir. Thanks much for speaking to us on India Essence today as we decode what could be the dynamics that are at play between India and US as they thrash out that trade deal.